Hello, Nick here from TechNuovo and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the new Nescafe Dolce Gusto Genio S Plus Pod coffee machine. This is just the box here because the machine is still downstairs and I have just got myself a tasty brew. Before we get into the review, please show some support for the channel and help us grow by hitting that subscribe button, chatting to us in the comments below and following us on our socials. Okay, so the Genio S Plus is one of the newer machines on the market and includes a number of features we've not tried before in this type of machine. These include automatic water output to match your pod, up to 15 bars of pressure, an espresso boost feature, temperature control and an XL mode for larger drinks such as a travel mug. Checking the machine out for the first time, it is a lot smaller than I thought it would be and I thought I'd need to make some space for it on my kitchen worktop, but in fact it's one of the most compact coffee machines we've tried to date. Size wise, it's 27 centimeters tall, 12 centimeters wide and 27 centimeters deep and weighs under 2 kilograms depending on if you've got water on or not. Its appearance resembles similar Dolce Gusto products with the pod section and controls at the top of the front, outlet below that and then a 0.8 litre water tank at the rear. It's mostly made from plastic, or at least the outer casing is, with a removable clear water tank and drip tray for filling and cleaning. It's got a glossy black finish to it, so it will show fingerprints and dirt, but that's easy to wipe away. As for the controls, there is no display, just a number of buttons that illuminate and a large silver rotary switch. The rotary switch increases or decreases the output volume of water and you should set it to match your pod. If you take a look on your pod, it will say water output 1 of 7 for espresso or 6 of 7 for a milkier coffee. You don't need to stick to those outputs, these are recommendations and best suited for that specific pod. Other controls include the go button to start the machine off, the espresso boost button and a button to scroll between varying water delivery temperatures. So before using the machine for the first time, you need to run the machine several times to purge that new plastic taste away. The instructions detail this and they recommend flushing an entire water tank through, but I found this was not enough. The first cup of coffee wasn't great because it had that plasticky taste to it. I then flushed 3 or 4 tanks full of water through instead, which did eventually remove that plasticky taste. Using the machine is very straightforward. Just fill the water tank up and insert your pod. You then have to select the correct water volume output to match the pod and your temperature. If you're going for hot, the temperature button will flash red, meaning it's warming up, so don't hit go until the light's solid. Once at temperature, hit the go button and watch your drink be made. At the hottest temperature, my coffees were coming out between 65 and 70 degrees, which is pretty hot. Certainly hot enough for me to think I better leave this a minute and let it cool down. I got a box of Cafe au lait, I think that's how you say it, of coffee, which has a volume of 180 milliliters, and for that to go into my glass cup I had to remove the drip tray. As for making a cold drink, it's not like one of those cold coffees you get from the shop and there is no cooling method within the machine as such. My cold coffee came out about 35 degrees, which is lukewarm, and I guess the idea is you stick a couple of ice cubes in and that's your cold coffee done. That works for me, as sometimes I'd pull a shot of espresso from my own machine, stick an ice cube in it, it would melt almost instantly, and then I'd need to add my milk and more ice to get it cold enough to drink. With this, the coffee comes out cooler, making the whole process quicker and easier, I guess. I was skeptical about the espresso boost button, but the difference is night and day, or it was for me anyway. Hitting the boost button before going will change the brewing process, resulting in a lower volume, richer espresso with a much better crema. Less liquid, but a better extracted, flavoursome shot, utilising that 15 bar of pressure available. One problem I found while making just espressos, once finished the pod would continue to drip into the cup or drip tray until you remove it or it dries out. Not ideal, and the drip tray isn't all that deep either and does fill up quite quickly. Another coffee break. As for maintaining the machine, it's very easy to remove the drip tray and water tank to clean in the sink, while the rest of it can be wiped down with a cloth. There is a small indicator light next to the XL light, looks like a shower symbol. That's the descaling indicator light, and when the machine needs it, based on time most likely, it will illuminate and you should put a descaling tablet into the tank and flush the water through this machine. You don't need to wait. If you feel it needs cleaning, continue rotating the silver knob and it will eventually illuminate, hit go, and it will clean for you. There are an array of pods available for machines like this: coffee, tea, hot chocolate, etc., from Nescafe and brands such as Starbucks. They are plastic pods, please recycle them. And if you wanted to, there are metal refillable pods available on the market now. Grind your favourite bean or get ground coffee, pop it in the metal pod, use it, clean it, help the environment. So there we have it. The Genio S Plus is by far one of the best Dolce Gusto pod machines we've tried. It's compact, yet it will make 2, 3 or 4 drinks with one full tank quite quickly. It's easy to use and it's versatile. Cold function is a bit of a gimmick and you're limited by the size of the cup you can use under the outlet. A larger travel mug will not fit, which may be a problem for some. It's available to purchase now and it's retailing at about $99.99 or $79.99 depending where you shop, but we'll leave a link in the description below for where you can buy it. If you stuck around till the end, thank you very much. If you want more reviews, hit that subscribe button and they will appear in your feed when we upload.